At 6 p.m. on March 11, 1999, a middle school began a school-wide cleanup. A girl named Tan Jiang from the first class of the third grade of junior high school hanged herself in school. At the scene of the suicide, there was only a third-year high school algebra problem that was not solved. Everyone speculated that she had fallen behind in her studies because she had always been the top student in the grade, but her grades had dropped by dozens of places in the past 6 months. So she was still solving problems before she died, until she finally collapsed. However, when the relevant departments conducted an autopsy, they found that Tan Jiang was actually 3 months pregnant with twins. So it is suspected that the girl was afraid of exposing the scandal and committed suicide out of shame and anger. The father of the child has never been found out. At that time, the relevant departments regarded the case as a suicide. In fact, there was nothing strange about this matter, but then another thing happened. About 10 years later, in 2009, another case occurred. A 27-year-old male employee named Ding Yuwei, who worked in a bioplastin factory at home, was found hanging himself in the factory. That day happened to be March 11th. When investigating, the case officers encountered many difficulties from the biological plastination company because the company was headquartered in Germany and was engaged in the biological remains processing industry. The inside story was sensational and the background was extremely powerful. They originally planned to investigate the matter. But a week later, the manager of the company took the initiative to find the relevant departments and hoped that we would seriously investigate the case. But it was no longer the first scene, and all the evidence had been moved, and there was almost no investigation value. The factory provided us with many details of the day he died. Ding Yuwei was processing a newly arrived female corpse that day and then committed suicide that afternoon. Before he died, he wrote an algebra problem in his workbook. When the investigators began to investigate, they checked the female corpse by the way. It turned out that it was a girl's body that had been plastinated for 10 years, and there were traces of dissection before, and Ding Yuwei's job was to repair the body. What's even more strange is that the girl's name is Tan Jiang, the suicide girl whose case had been closed 10 years ago. After checking Ding Yuwei's identity, it was Tan Jiang's junior high school classmate. Looking back at the case, the DNA of the twin babies is almost 80% that of Ding Yuwei. The strangest thing is that the algebra problem is actually the one left by Tan Jiang before her death 10 years ago. The last exercise is equal to 25, and Ding Yuwei's student number is also 25. This is an incredible coincidence. Moreover, 10 years have passed, and what happened during this period seems to be inextricably linked. It can be seen that there are still many secrets between these two people. These are all the clues we can find now. As for why the girl was not cremated that year and how Ding Yuwei encountered this body when we were about to go deeper, problems arose. Because this company reneged again and prohibited further investigation. The company is called Hoggins.